We know he's a hoe, so let him hoe around a little bit. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, my name is Odds, and we are going to be discussing She-Hulk episode 7. I almost said Daredevil because pretty much we're discussing Daredevil. Let's be honest here. Daredevil, it is the Daredevil episode. I know previously I had stated, I thought, oh, well, he's coming in episode 7 and he's going to have 3 episodes because there was so much Daredevil footage that we saw in previous trailers. No, I believe he's just in this one episode, so sorry, Daredevil superfans like myself, he's probably only going to be in this one. But don't worry, he's going to show up in lots of other things, which we are going to discuss in this video. And if you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I do 2 to 3 videos a week. Marvel, DC, beauty, vlogs, there's something on this channel for everyone, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And if you like this video while you're watching, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. And Casey the cat decided that she heard me filming and it's time to come explore. My face is really glowy. Don't mess with the tripod. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna mess with the tripod. Okay, cool. That I did not realize. Also, I feel real high energy because I had a nap and I had a coffee and we're ready to rock and roll. And this video is going to be up later than I want it to be because it's been really busy today. The episode starts off with Leapfrog going to Jen for legal counsel. Now, he was trying to superhero it out and ended up with his legs caught on fire from his jet boosters that he had in his supersuit. The person who made his supersuit was Luke Jacobson, who is obviously creating all of Jen's clothes, so there's a clear conflict of interest. However, she's forced to go against him. They have this whole falling out, and they're like, you know, screw you, I'm not making any clothes for you anymore, and Jen is all bummed, but she's like, well, I'm going to take you to court, and I'm going to wipe the floor with you. But that does not happen because Luke's counsel is Matt Murdock, Daredevil, yes, as Matt Murdock. Really exciting. I was like giggling and all happy to see Matt on my screen again, and he kicked Jen's legal butt. Totally knows what he's doing. I love to see the lawyer aspect of Matt Murdock as well as Daredevil. I think it's really interesting. So we see his legal expertise there. We find out during his defense that the Sokovia Accords have been repealed. So I'm not sure if that's something we knew, but it is something to be noted. I'm not sure if maybe this is because Thaddeus Ross passed away in the MCU, or if they're going to recast Thaddeus Ross. There is a rumor that they approached Harrison Ford to play Thaddeus Ross, which makes me think that they are going in the direction of Thaddeus Ross Thunderbolts, Red Hulk, in that direction. I think we're going to get more Hulks in the future. Harrison Ford, I know Thaddeus Ross is going to be older, but Harrison Ford is a little old on the old side. I know he's playing Indiana Jones, but he also really hates like Star Wars, and I can't imagine he would really just love Marvel. So that would be an interesting get, but I'm sure he's the type of person that if you wave enough money in his face, he'll come crawling back. So who knows? Matt talks about Nelson Murdock. He doesn't specifically name it by names. He says he has his own practice in Hell's Kitchen, and he from time to time takes on larger clients to pay the bills. So we do know that with Nelson and Murdock, there was Foggy left in Daredevil, so we don't know if Foggy's going to still be part of Nelson and Murdock or if he's going to be with the bigger firm that he joined. But Matt at least still has his own practice, and it struggles to pay the bills, which we knew going forward since he likes to represent the little guy. Leapfrog then calls Jen because Daredevil is attacking him, and we come to find out that he has kidnapped Luke to make him a new supersuit after the one that he made for him originally was not, he was not following the instructions for it, so that was totally his fault. Jen had lost the case because we found out that he was using jet fuel in his boosters, which was not what the suit was designed for. So she initially fights with Matt, which we see a lot of gymnastics, a lot of acrobatics that Matt is doing, which we didn't see a lot in the Daredevil TV show, but it is something pretty big that Daredevil does in the comics. And she ends up unmasking Daredevil, so she knows immediately who Daredevil is. She knows it's Matt Murdock, so that's not left to a surprise to her. We'll get into that later, but that's when she finds out that Eugene Leapfrog has kidnapped Luke. Matt reveals that his name is Daredevil, so that's something interesting. It was meant as a little bit of a gag. He's like, I'm Daredevil, because she's like, what are you? You're walking around with the devil mask and this whole thing. So she does point out that he does have, well, I mean, you can see it, but she does make note of his gold and red suit, which is obviously different than the suit that we saw in the Netflix series. I mean, we only saw it a little bit before Bullseye kind of took over and started masquerading as Daredevil. I personally like the fully red suit better. I hope we get more of a version of the comic suit. I really love, again, it's a different character, but I really love the one that Elektra wears when Elektra is Daredevil. So that would be really cool to see something similar from him. I do know in the comics he does have a suit that is also gold. I like the all red suit better. They're not quite the same, but there is a famous Matt Murdock Daredevil hallway fight scene. So does not live up to the standard from Netflix. I think we'll probably see some more cool fight sequences in his own show that is going to be 18 episodes long. So really excited to see that. But there is a hallway fight scene, so I think they're paying homage to the iconic hallway fight scenes, although those are usually a long take. This definitely had multiple cuts in it. So just a different little filming technique, but love to see it. Once Matt and Jen save Luke and Jen make up, and he's like, yep, I'll make your gala dress and everything will be fine. So they have a strained relationship, but they have a relationship now, which is good. And I was correct. Jen and Matt do have sex. This is a show for adults. There is sex in the MCU. Welcome. I mean, there was before. Hawkeye has children, so just a thought in your mind if you wanted to think about Clint Barton and Linda Cardellini going at it. There you go. It's happened in the MCU. But we don't see much, obviously, because this is a Disney show, but, you know, she tries to take off his suit. It's pretty funny. She struggles a little bit. But he does the walk of shame in his Daredevil costume, which I think is really funny. A fun little gag that I know a lot of people are like, oh, Daredevil's not supposed to be funny. He's a serious, brooding character. All right, give it a rest. We know he's a hoe, so let him hoe around a little bit. It would not be an odds She-Hulk breakdown if I did not bring up Betty Ross. So here we go. Here's the Betty Ross tease for this episode. Jen says, when she's like listing off endings to the episode, because they do the gala at the end of this, and it does really feel like this is the end of the episode where Matt and her sleep together. She goes, there's another Hulk, but it's red this time. There are two red Hulks. There is Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who is Red Hulk, and then there is Betty Ross, who is Red She-Hulk. So I'm going to take this as a win for Betty Ross Nation as a tease to her. So there's your Betty Ross tease for the video. They go to the gala for the Female Lawyer of the Year. Every female lawyer wins this award as a way to be like equality, which is great. I know I would be pissed. I think Jen's pretty pissed. I would be pissed if I was nominated for an award and I didn't actually win it and they just decided to give it to everyone for the sake of doing so. But Intelligentsia ruins the event by breaking into the screen and revealing a bunch of stuff, mostly about her being a hoe. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But also, if my parents were there, I would not want to see videos of me like going at it. It's basically they revenge porn her, which is not cool at all. Gross, disgusting. These incels need to get away from her. But she goes on a Hulk smash rampage. She smashes the screen. Everyone's all scared. And of course, she is the one who is punished for it. Special police come and are like pointing their rifles at her. And it's not good, y'all. It's not good. So we'll see what happens with the finale. That is next episode. We are already at the finale. I originally thought this was 6 episodes. It's 9. So next week is the finale, so you will see my video on that. We're going to briefly talk about some questions, what's next for a lot of people. I really don't know what's going to happen in the finale. I thought Matt was going to be a bigger part of the end of the series. I really do think that Intelligentsia is just a little pawn in the scheme, but I do think that the leader is who is behind the at least trying to get her DNA. I think the leader is the one who's the big villain. So I think he will be revealed next episode, which will be really exciting to see because he is going to be the villain of Captain America 4. So that would be cool. Questions. What's next for Matt Murdock? The easy answer to that is Echo and then Daredevil Born Again. So I don't think he'll pop up again in this, but it was a nice episode. So I enjoyed the episode that we got. There were rumors that Jessica Jones was going to show up. I don't think that's going to happen. She did have a contact in her phone named Jessica, which could have been her, but I doubt she would know who Jessica Jones was because she lives in LA, Jessica lives in New York. Matt knows who Jessica is, but, you know, who knows with this retelling of the Netflix characters. Will Jen get fired? I think she's going to get fired and she's going to have to move into superheroing for a lot of the time and maybe start her own practice. So she is going to do a lot of superheroing stuff. I think she will I think she will probably not be forming it, but she will be recruited for an A-team, which is an all-ladies version of the Avengers. I know they're leading to that, and I know incels are going to be really mad about where's my all-male team and blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Nobody cares what you think, okay? If seeing women together makes you feel some type of way other than, wow, I love women, women are hot, then you got serious problems, okay? So, yeah, so I think they're leading to A-Force. Did I say A-Team? I meant to say A-Force. But I would see, I don't know, I would see Carol leading that team, although she's probably going to be the lead of the new Avengers. So, I don't know, I would see Carol kind of leading that team, but I know She-Hulk has led the team in the comics, so who knows. But also, Kevin Feige in comics, there's a strained relationship clearly going on there, so who knows. But that is it. That is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I haven't filmed a sit-down video in a couple weeks because I moved. If you notice a different background, I did move. It's still a gray wall with some stuff hanging in the background, but I do have a new background, so new place, so really exciting. There will be an apartment tour coming next month. I'm going to Comic-Con 3 days. I leave for New York tomorrow, so yay. There will be a vlog on that and a vlog for the month of October, so really exciting. If you missed my last video, it was a September vlog. I will put it in the little end screen, so you will see it there. But thank you guys so much for watching again, and I will see you tomorrow with my Werewolf by Night review. Bye!